This is day 320 of Zohar Pshat, and we're on Daf Lamed Hey with Bays, and we are 7 lines from the bottom. And we spoke about how Yaakov took back the connection between heaven and earth from Esav, and how he had to do it with deviousness, as we spoke about yesterday. And he says, along those veins, in this way, the manner, Samuel, just like the Psalm curtailed, Birchon Milon the brachas from the original tree, meaning he's severed the connection between the Shefa on high and the Shefa below. Hachanami Mona Yaakov, so too Yaakov curtailed it from Esau, from the Psalm. Diu Ilona, he himself was a tree. Yaakov connects heaven and earth. Tugmas Adam, like Adam was supposed to be. Although Adam failed in the mission. He took it, Mona Yaakov, the Ilana Dugmad Adam Misam. He took it away from him. Birchon Mi'ela Mitata. And he took took the brachas from above and below. And again, I don't think the Psalm had any use for them. I don't think Esav had any use for them, but they were curtailing it from Yaakov's capacity to be mashpia. Yaakov didei nota b'kula. Yaakov himself took all of it. And this it says v'avik ishimo. It says ultimately it was not the stealing of the brachas itself which completed that mission of taking away all the blockages which are induced by the Nachash, the Satan, the Sam, and which were manifest in Esav's having the brachas as the Bechor. It was only completed when he fought and struggled with the Malach of Esav, with the Sam, evidently, the Sar Shel Esav, at the time when he was left alone on the way back to Eretz Yisrael from Lavan's house. So that Avik Ishimo, that struggle was the struggle to regain that connection, and therefore as a result of the struggle is called Yisrael. Because that Yisrael is the connection between Shamayim and Aretz. And this brings back the capacity of the world to relate to Kel, so Kodesh Baruch Hu, and bring him down into this world. So it was a process which began with the buying of the Bechorah and went on to the taking the brachos and concluded with Avik Ishimo. And then Amitzot gets its character of the Elon, of the tree connected from behind and high to below. Okay. It says the snake was Aru means naked, but also means treacherous. Do Yetzor do Malchamavis. Yetzor is the Malchamavis. The Nachash il Malchamavis, and because the Yetzor, the Nachash is the Malchamavis, he caused death to the entire world. In other words, the Nachash in himself is meaningless. It's a snake. Like the Shimon Chai said, the snake was just a tool that the Sam used in order to approach. Even if it was a sophisticated snake, a talking snake, a snake before its legs were cut off. But it's not the snake. It was because it was the Malach HaMavis. The Gemara Amma. V'doi Raza, this is the secret. They receive Kates Kol Basar B'Olam Fanai. The Kates Kol Basar is it says that a Kates, is like I think it's saying a Kates is like a coats, and it's when a snake bites, it's like a coats. It's like a thorn. It's a thorn which has venom in it. It's a venomous snake, but it's a thorn. That's, I think, the one even calls so at some point it calls the bite of snake mice coats. So in any event, so the idea is this Nachash brought the Kates Kol Basar. It brought the pierced, or its piercing was bringing the end of all flesh, meaning that there should be an idea of death in the world. That's the Malach HaMavis does. He comes and he cuts off people. He pierces them and takes away their soul. It's called a Nachash because he comes and he bites and he pierces and kills. I think it's along those lines. Something missing here because it says here to look at the end of the Sefer, but Kedar Kena B'Kodesh and Zohar are going to go on. So the Nachash says to Isha, Af, He starts saying, indeed, Hashem tell you not to eat from the trees. So Rabbi Yossi Ba'af, significant. And Chava should have been aware of this. But Af Pasach, Af Atil Abama. With Af, with anger, with the word Af, it brought anger to the world. I mean, it's about Medish. And this anger brought to the world was the anger of the sin, which didn't exist previously, which brings Charon after the world, brings retribution, brings necessary punishment as a result. So, and he did this, of course, by saying, when they eat this, this tree, the world, Kush Baruch created the world. But you certainly eat from it. You'll be like God. Yoidei Tovara. He's like this. Elokim Shmei, Eitz Hadas Tovara. His name is the name. I'm not sure exactly to parse the sentence. Elokim. This is how Hakadosh Baruch Hu is God, or this is how you will be gods. Your name will be Eitz Hadas Tovara. Okay, so we'll have to come back to this tomorrow and figure out how exactly this works out. But somehow, the Zohar is going to elaborate on this and what it means to be Simcha Elokim.